Hi everybody, this is Joe Jurek, and thank you for joining me again today. Glad to see you out there. Who am I with? realestateinvestingadventures.com, where you can take the shortcut www.reia.fun. Why do I say that again? Real estate's an adventure and it sure is fun. So what am I going to talk about today? Are you in an area where people tell you, oh, real estate investing, oh, that won't work here. Oh, real estate investing looking for deals, wow, there's no deals. Are you maybe even calling a realtor and they tell you, well, it's a very competitive market. It's really a seller's market. It's not really a good time now to consider doing, real estate investing. Prices are high. Rentals may not cash flow as well. It's hard to find good deals for buy, fix, and flip type of properties. Inventory is pretty low. What I often say is, just like in life, anybody can make excuses, okay? If you want something bad enough, are you gonna be willing to do work that other people aren't willing to do? If you are, and you're willing to do things today that other people aren't willing to do, then tomorrow you can do things that others only dream about doing. Don't you love that? What I look at is this. I live in Central Florida. It's very nice. I love the people, the area, the attractions, the beaches. I love everything about it. I also love taking trips to nice places like Hawaii. But here's the thing. When I was in corporate America, do you think they'd let me take 2 weeks off at one time? Heck no. And if you took a week off, it was almost hard getting that week. And when you came back, your desk was piled up with stuff that you didn't do. So a lot of times what I'm looking at is with real estate, it's going to allow you to do different things. And you're going to meet negative people. You're going to meet negative people telling you can't do it. You're going to meet negative people telling you there's no deals. But here's the thing. How can we find deals? Number one, you need a good realtor that is open-minded, that works with investors, and they're willing to make a lot of offers and show you a lot of properties. Now, I don't want 100% of their time. I don't expect that I'm the only client that they have. I understand they have to work with other people. I do, okay? I want them to make money. Now, here's an important thing that I look at. With real estate, when I was in corporate America, I did work for a large accounting firm that did business consulting. So going forward, that's one reason I love doing the real estate investing adventures. I love helping people and I love doing consulting because I've been doing it for years and years. Here's the thing that I want to tell you. When you get started and you want to do this, you have to find like-minded people. You have to find people that are willing to commit. You have to find people that are willing to do the work. Now, don't get me wrong. I got a lot of awesome A-player, rock star, superhero type of realtors. I do. But do you think every one that I called, number one, number two, number three phone call, led to finding that top tier realtor? No. It took time. It took energy. It took effort. Sometimes I called a realtor and they acted like they didn't want to work with me, and that was okay, no problem. Sometimes I called a realtor and they said, until you get me a proof of funds, I'm not going to work with you. Well, here's the thing. I could have given them a proof of funds, especially now I could, but here's the thing. I thought if there didn't seem to be a good fit, then let's try to find somebody else. So that's what I want to tell you. So often than not, people try to stay with something, stay with something, stay with something. And then what do? They put time, energy, effort, commitment into something that may not be working. We often do that in life, don't we? Sometimes people don't know when to give up or move on, okay? And the same thing is true when it comes to real estate. If I have a realtor that maybe they're not doing what I need, sometimes I often say when you talk to people, it's like having children. I know some of you out there can relate to this. They hear what you say, they just don't listen to what you tell them. So I might come and tell the realtor what I really need and what I'm looking for. I'm looking for fixer-upper properties, properties that have been on the market a while, or price reductions, things of that nature. What does the realtor send me? Maybe a new listing. The property is totally renovated and it's turnkey ready to go. Is that what I had asked for? No. Is that what they thought I asked for? Maybe. Do I need to be more clear with the realtors when I'm kind of telling them what I need? Absolutely. I often compare it to if you went to a restaurant and the server did not write down your order, would it be a lot different? Say you can't wait, first of the month, just got paid, hey, we're going for steak. You order the steak medium well, and the steak comes back medium rare. And the server says, well, I got your order right, I just missed one little thing. One little thing. Medium rare is totally different than medium well. So in real estate, what's the other lesson there? And in these videos, I hope to give you a lot of little golden nuggets, okay? So watch them all the way through. Don't forget, put a little sharing on there to others. Anybody that can benefit, feel free to tell them about them. But here's the thing. One way of finding real estate deals is working with the right realtors. You have to make sure they understand as an investor, we are not going to pay full market value or above market value for any property. We are looking for properties that might be a deal where we can make some money, or they might be a good rental. If you're out there looking for a rental, try to determine what type of return you're looking for. If you're out there looking to do a buy, fix, and flip, what type of profit are you trying to make? When we look at doing this, okay, we kind of set the expectation, we know what we're looking for, and if we don't get what we're looking for, then we need to offer feedback back to the realtor. And often I might say, okay, I tell you what, can you just find me bank-owned properties? Let's look for bank-owned. I might tell another realtor, can you find me properties that have been on the market over 100 days? So I'm giving them very, very specific things on what I want the realtor to be able to do for me. And what I want to do is to make sure they fully understand. Now, the thing is, you may be out there and say, Joe, I'm really loyal to my realtor, Mabel. Mabel found me a house 8 years ago, and I want to be loyal to Mabel. I don't want to feel like, I'm cheating on Mabel if I call a second realtor. Unless you're married to Mabel or dating Mabel, you're not cheating on Mabel. Now let me ask you this. Do you think Mabel has more than one real estate investor or more than one client? Of course she does. Now here's the thing though. Would Mabel get jealous if you told her, well, Mabel, I'm working with you, but I'm working with multiple other realtors? Of course she would. She wants exclusivity. And sometimes realtors will ask you to sign a document that says you are giving them exclusivity as your only realtor. Now that's a choice that you got to make. My opinion, and that's my opinion, you can't be, unfortunately, tied down with one realtor. If they get sick, if they go on vacation, if they go, if they're just busy with other clients or on other showings, if you see a good listing, here's the other tip, you got to make the offer today, especially if you're in a hot market. If you're in a market that's moving quick, if you don't make that offer today, that property is going to be gone tomorrow. So a tip here is you have to work with more than one realtor. I know sometimes it's hard, but here's the thing. If you work with 3, 4, 5, 6 different realtors, that's 3, 4, 5, 6 different opinions you're going to get, connections that you have. What is it also going to do? It's going to give you a perspective on what they believe might be a good deal in the market or the areas that you're looking in, okay? Now, another way of finding deals, we can find them through realtors, okay? But another way is off-market unlisted properties. I can't tell you countless ways I've thought about to find off-market unlisted properties, but the most direct way might be the for sale by owner. We can look in the newspaper and see a for sale by owner. We can look online and maybe see an advertisement for sale by owner. We can hear word of mouth for sale by owner. So what I want you to think about is this. If you're in a market and it's a tough market, are there ways to find great real estate deals? There are. Often people tell me, well, Joe, in my market, it's a little bit different. You don't understand my market. My market is a little bit different. And I'll say, you know what? You have to think of this and write it down. Great deals are created by the offer you make. That's right. Great deals are created by the offer you make. I might be in a typical market where a home is listed at $225,000. It may not be such a great deal at $225,000. But if I could get that home under $200,000, under $190,000, under $180,000, maybe I created the deal. Often, as I travel and I talk with a lot of other investors all around the country, they are afraid of making a low offer. Why should they be afraid? They might be afraid of, oh my goodness, what will the seller think? Oh my goodness, what will the realtor think? You might even be saying, I made a low offer one time and the realtor said, that's a low ball offer. Well, here's the thing I want to tell you. If you make an offer and you pay too much, do you think the seller is going to feel bad that you overpaid? Most definitely not. Do you think the realtor may feel bad if you overpaid for a property? Probably not. Now, what I want to tell you is this. Here's a challenge. Look at some properties in your area, another golden nugget, that have been on the market for more than 100 days. Look to see what the original list price was and look to see what the current price is. If they have had price reductions, how many price reductions have they had and how much? The other day I was looking at a property listed at $269,000. It was dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped all the way down to $200,000. Now, looking at that, can you believe if you would have paid $269,000, you would have overpaid for that property? And what would have happened? You think, man, I hate real estate. So here's the thing. Remember this. A property is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Okay? Property is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. So if you make an offer, at least it's an offer, okay? If they haven't had any offers, at least you've made an offer, okay? So stand tall, stand proud. Hey, I made an offer. How many other offers have you gotten? And if you haven't gotten many offers, maybe it might be saying something about your property, your asking price, right? You don't have to buy that one property, but they might have to sell that property. Could you make multiple offers on multiple properties and whichever one you get at the best price you're going to buy? Absolutely. So don't fall in love with one property. Look at a lot of properties and make a lot of offers. So what do we talk about in this video? Two different strategies of finding deals. One is going through a realtor, but not just one. Realtors, plural, more than one. Strategy two is finding off-market, unlisted properties. Those can be a home run. If you work hard at looking at those, if you work hard at negotiating with the for sale by owners or whoever owns it, you might just get your first real estate deal or your next real estate deal. So what I want to tell you, don't forget, live life in the moment, make those dreams a reality. This is Joe Jurek with realestateinvestingadventures.com. Go make it happen. Believe and achieve. Bye-bye.